Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so welcome everyone to today's class. So according to you, in last class, only the algebraic formulas were discussed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in the last class, I hope your teacher gave the notes or told you that which formulas you need to learn to do the mathematical problems in this chapter. And I want to repeat it. As you can see in the page number 49, you have to learn this formula, which is a plus b whole square. This formula 3, formula 4, or this is called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 corollary also need to be memorized by you guys. Now, I hope that you have learned the formulas already. Was any issue memorizing them? Was there any issue? Because this is, I think, this is not a new topic actually. This kind of algebraic equations were discussed in class 7 also, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so I am assuming that you all guys have remembered these all formulas, and let's dive into the mathematical problems from now. At first, in this lesson, this is a building block for the whole 4th chapter. There are 4 chapters totally, 4.1 to 4. And if you do not memorize the formulas properly, you all will face trouble in the upcoming lessons. Okay, so if someone missed these formulas, please do remember as soon as possible. Okay, so now let's explain the example first, because even though these examples are solved in your textbook, some of you may find it difficult to understand how this kind of operations are being done. So let's at first let's have a look on the example number 1, where they have said that find the square of 3x plus 5y. This type of expression will be given in your exam paper, a question paper. You need to use the formulas that are described in these sections, and using this type of formulas, you have to find a solution. So our target is finding this kind of solution at the end of the mathematical problem. Okay. So what is 3x plus 5y actually? In algebraic notation, this type of expression, this is called expression, and here x and y are variables. We are not considering any value here, and we are considering the value that are multiplied with x and y here, 3 and 5. So how can we understand that which formula needs to be applied here? How can we determine that? We have learned many formulas here. There are 4 formulas and there are 6 corollary here. So how can we understand, how can we determine that which formula needs to be used here? Okay, so the first formula, which was a plus b whole square equals to s square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, before going further, let me clarify one thing. As this is my first class, I could not prepare the class materials like PPT or class note for today. So we are using the board given book. From the next class, hopefully we will be able to make class content separately, so that you do not have to read all the lines, right? You can read the main lines and get the idea. Okay, so The first formula is a plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Remember that. Here, the expression is given as 3x plus 5y. If we consider 3x as x and 5y as y, then it looks like x plus y. When we are doing mathematical problems, solving mathematical problems, we have to think like that. Think this object as x and think the second object as y. So, as we can see, the given expression looks like or seems like that x plus y. Okay, and the problem said that we have to find the square. We have to find the square of it. Now, what's the square means actually? When we are seeing that this type of problem, we are comparing it with x and y. So the formula, the expression given looks like x plus y, considering 3 as x and 5y as y. So we can understand we have to find the square of x plus y. What is the square of x plus y? The square of x plus y looks like this. This is called whole square. Whole means x including x and y both. Okay. So if we can find the value of this expression, we can find the answer. So, but this is for your understanding only. Here x is 3x and y is 5y. This is the difference. This is not directly x plus y whole square. The given problem is 3x plus 5y. It is not x plus y, right? This is the problem. If x plus y is directly given, the answer would be a square plus 2ab plus b square. But as x and y are not directly given, they are presented such form as 3x and y is presented as 5y. We will use the given information inside this formula, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. When we are using, sorry, considering it a and b, not x and y, that's my mistake. As we are using a square and b square, so we have to use a and b, not x and y. So we are thinking this as a and considering this as b, not xy. This is another silly mistake for me. Okay, the first one is a, second one is b. Then we have to follow the rule s square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, or we can say that if first one is x, second one is y, then x plus y whole square equals to x square plus 2xy plus y square. This is the same formula. Just here we are using a plus b. Here we are using x plus y. There is no difference other than this. Okay. So let's consider the x and sorry. Let's for your easy understanding, let's consider as x and y, not a and b, because if you are representing both cases, some of you guys can be find it difficult to understand. So now for now, let's consider as x and y. Okay, this is x and y. So considering 3x as x and considering 5y as y, we can apply the formula x square plus 2xy plus y square. Here 3x is the x and 5y is the y. So the formula is x square first. So x square means 3x square because here x is given as 3x. So instead of writing x square directly, we can write 3x square. The next part is plus 2x into y. So plus, here is the 2, here is the x, which is 3x. And what is the y, which is 5y. So instead of writing 2xy directly, we are using the 2 and x as 3x and y as 5y here. So far we have found these two sections. 3x is the x square, 2 is the 2 given in the formula, 3x is the x, and 5y is the y. So the further part is y squared is the remaining one, so we have to write the y square. But here y square means 5y square, isn't it? Y is 5y, so we have to use 5y whole square. This is the application of this formula. Now, to simplify this line, we can write it like this. Square means multiplying a variable with itself, right? Like 3 square is equal to 3 into 3. You might already know that. 3 square is equal to what? 3 into 3. So 3 into 3, which is equals to 9. So that's why, as there is a square outside the bracket, we can write it as 9. Instead of 3, we have to write it 9 because of the square. And also square is also above on this x also, right? Not only the 3. X is also squared. So as x has no value for now, we have to write the x as it is. Just we have to put the square above the x. So it becomes 3x squared becomes 9x squared. Here, in the middle section, as you can see, there are 3 numbers multiplied here, 2, 3, and 5. You have to, as these 3 are multiplied together, you can convert them into a one number, right? Which is 2 into 3 into 5, which is equals to 30. That's why we have written 30 here. Now, what about the x and y? These are also multiplied. This is not something from outside, right? So we have to multiply not only the numbers, but also the variables. So we have to multiply x and y also with 30. Plus, the last one is y square, which is 5y square. So 5, if we square 5, we get 25. Because 5 into 5 equals to 25. We already know that. So here we have found 25, and if we do square over y, we can find y squared. So as you can see, the final answer is 9x squared plus 30xy plus 25y squared. This is how we can apply the first formula we have learned in the previous class. So in this example, if anyone have you any question, please ask me, because now I will move to the mathematical problem similar like this. If you have any issues, feel free to question. I'm here to answer your question. So don't be shy. Feel free to question me. If you do not question me, then I will assume that you all guys have understood well. Someone have question, I think. So, okay, no question, sir. Okay, no, thank you. There is no question. Okay, now as we have solved it, let's move to the chapter 1.1, I think, where there are mathematical problems.
Sir, 4.1.
Right, 4.1. Okay, in the 4.1 exercise section, let's have a look on the first one, which is 5a plus 7b. So some of you guys who have a good understanding in the previous example I have discussed, you might solve it very easily. But for overall everyone, let's clarify it, or let's solve it first. I will solve it and then I will give you guys a problem to solve, which is B. Okay. So first of all,
Yes, sir.
here 5a plus 7b is given, right? So let's write 5a plus 7b. And we have to find the square. They said we have to find the square. Square means the whole square, right? We have to square the both 5a and 7b. So using the whole square, we can write before writing the solve of it, we have to write the formula first here for your better understanding. X squared plus 2xy plus y squared. This was the formula 1, right? So how is considering 5a as x? Let's assume when you are solving this type of problem, if you see plus in the middle of these two variables, you have to consider that first element is x, and you have to consider this in your mind. You don't have to write it down in your notebook, right? So just in your mind, consider that 5a as x and 7b as y. So if 5a becomes x and 7b becomes y, and inside there is a plus sign, and we have to find the square of it. Which formula we need to use? We need to use this x plus y whole square formula, isn't it? Okay, so I think you got the point. Now, using this formula, let's write it down. First, we have to write x square. X is what? 5a is the x. So 5a square plus 2xy. We have to write 2. Instead of x, we have to write 5a because we are considering 5a as x. So here we used 5a plus, into y. What is y? Here 7b is the y. We're considering 7b as y, right? So we have to write 7b plus, from the equation we have found that there is a plus here. And at last, y square. What is y? Here 7b is the y. So y square means 7b whole square is the y square. So how did I write this? Have you understand? I have used this formula just considering 5a as x and 7b as b. Nothing else. We have replaced x with 5a, replaced y with 7b. As simple as that. Okay. Okay. Now let's simplify this line. How can we write it? 5a square. So when we are
25a square.
sorry. Please say it louder. No, there is no issue.
Sir, it will be 25a square.
Exactly. Thank you very much. So this should be 25a square, as I discussed in the example 1. How can it? How he got 25a square? So we have to square both 5 and a. So 5 squared means 5 into 5. That means 25. So we have to write 25 here. And a is also square, but a doesn't have any value right now. So instead of any value, we can write like a square here. Have you got it? How I got 25a square here? It is 25a square. Sorry for the writing. Bad handwriting, actually. I'm using the mouse here. Okay. So moving to the next part. This is the plus, and we can see there are 3 numbers multiplied here, 2, 5, and 7. If we multiply 2, 5, and 7, what we get? We get 5 times 2,
70
10, and 7, which is 70. Let's write it down, 70. A and B also multiplied here, so we have to write AB. And then let's move to the third part, which is 7b squared. Now, I will ask one of you from my choice. You can answer. Let's see if you understood the concept. Let's ask to Bayezid069. Bayezid, can you tell me what is the value of 7
Sir,
square?
Sir,
What is the value of 7b square? 7b whole square.
sir, 49b square.
49b square. Thank you very much. Your answer is correct. So this is how we can do the simple square operation. 49b square. This is the answer for the first problem. So any of you guys, if you have any issues with this mathematical problem, please let me know. Should I assume that you don't have any problem here? Okay, then I think you got the point. So I hope you have already taken note. You have taken a note from this screen. From the next class, I will provide the separate note. Okay. Okay. Now I have a homework for you guys. The homework is you have to solve number B. No, that's not a homework. I have changed my mind. Please write it down in your notepad and solve it by yourself within 3 minutes or 4 minutes maximum. Because after that, I will discuss another one. I will stop sharing my screen now and I will solve it also. And after 4 minutes, then I will show the answer. Okay, so Syed Mohammed Omar Hussain, you have solved it. Thank you so much. Let's wait 1 more minute and then I will release the answer. And please compare your answer with my answer and let me know if your answer is correct or not.
Okay, sir.
Some of you are not responding to the class, which is not a good sign. So I hope that from the next class, you guys will respond with me. And if you respond, then I can understand if you are understanding the topics properly or not. Okay, now let's see the chat box first. Me too, okay. That's nice, very nice. Done. Okay, very good. So, what is the answer? Bazit, can you tell me?
Sir, 36x square plus 36x plus 9.
Very good.
Sorry.
Can you see my
Sorry.
screen, guys? Who else have got this value in your mathematical operation? If your answer is 36x square plus 36x plus 9, this is the correct answer. Also, when we will proceed further, you will learn that we can further simplify this line also, this answer also. Huh? So in the upcoming classes, when these topics are covered, then I will discuss it later. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, whoever have completed it. Now let's solve another problem from the example, and then we'll move back to the exercise part. Okay, so let's get back to the example section, which is example number 20, example number 2, and example number 3. Now I will explain both of the example number 2 and 3. Please listen attentively, and I hope after these two explanations you will be able to answer from the exercise section. The first one, first of all, here, first example is find the square of 25 by applying the formula of a square. But the problem is, in the previous example, we could assume 3x as x and 5y as y. But here there is only one number, right? So this is the problem. So if this type of problem is given to you, you can divide this number in two sections and make it as x and section y. Like the 25 is given here, we can divide 25, like we can write 25 like 20 plus 5, which is 25, right? Isn't it? There is no wrong here. So if we can find the square of 20 plus 5, we can find the answer of 25 square. So now we can consider 20 as x and consider 5 as y, right? So considering 20 as x and considering 5 as y, we can find that a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square, where 20 is the a, 5 is the b. A square plus 2 into 20 is the a, 5 is b, plus 5 is b square. So this is the formula we are trying to fit into the problem, right? Okay, after writing this, we can further simplify it. 20 squared is equal to 400, isn't it? How can we calculate it? Multiply 20 with 20, you will get 400. And 2 into 20 into 5, we can get 200. Check yourself. 5 square equals to 5 into 5. I have discussed it multiple times, which is 25. So then you can add all of them and find 625. It's a very easy one. Now, let's move to the new problem, which is example number 2. This is a new problem, and we have to use a new formula on this problem. So be attentive to the class. Okay, so let's move to the example number 3. As you can see, the problem given is 4x minus 7y. Even we consider 4x as x, 7y as y, the formula becomes x minus y. The problem becomes x minus y. And find the square. So we have to square it. Now we have to find the square of 4x minus 7y. That means we have to use the formula of x minus y, considering 4x as x and 7y as y, isn't it? Very simple. Okay, how can we do this? What is the formula of x minus y whole square? I think you already know that The second formula, which is a minus b whole square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. This is the formula of a minus b whole square. If you use x minus y, then it will be x square minus 2xy plus y square, nothing else. Okay, now let's fit the formula inside this mathematical problem. Okay, so how can we write it? We know that x minus y whole square is equal to x square minus 2xy minus, it's minus. Remember that? It's minus. The main difference is here. In the x plus y formula, there was plus, but when x minus y whole square, the sign is minus. So x square minus 2xy, and the last symbol is plus y square. So now we can fit the formula here, considering 4x as x and 7y as y. X square, which is 4x square minus 2 from the formula. 2 is from the formula. 4x, which is x. This x is 4x. And y is 7y. And the last 7y is the y. So y square from the formula. So we can write like 7y whole square. So this is the formula. Just there is a one difference, which is instead of plus, we are using minus here because in the given problem they used minus. So we have to use the x minus y whole square formula. Okay. So the rest of the part is similar, basic calculation of addition and subtraction. 4x square, which is 4 times 4, which is 16, right? And x square, which is x square. X to the power 2, which is x square, nothing else. Minus is, we can find the minus from here. 2 into 4 into 7. We can multiply 2, 4, 7 because all of them are multiplied to each other. So we can get 56 here, and x and y plus. As this sign is plus, we have to use plus. 7 square is equal to 49, and this is y square as it is. I have discussed earlier. So this is also a simple problem. So we'll go through the harder ones on upcoming classes one by one. So this is the first class of the solving the problem, and we have to use the pointer instead of class material. So we will stop here for today, and from tomorrow, from the next class, we will discuss more mathematical problems in a single class. Okay. So let me give you two homeworks. I have already discussed example 1, 2, and 3. And using the example 1, 2, and 3, we'll be able to solve some exercise from chapter 4.1. Let's mark it down. You may take a note about the homework. And in the next class, I will ask every one of you if you have solved it. And I might ask you to show the homework in the camera like this. You have to show like this if you have solved it or not. Okay, so the homework, please have a note on your notebook. I will not give you too much load on notebook, just 1 or 2 problems maybe. So these one, this is new, and this one. These two are homework for you guys for the next class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so it's 9:57. Our time is almost near to end, so we have to conclude the class. If you have guys any problem in today's discussion, please feel free to ask me right now. So if anyone is not speaking, I think there is no problem in today's class. So in the next class, please practice yourself. And if you have any issues, ask me at the beginning of the class. Thank you for everyone for joining, and good night to you all of you.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam.
Assalamualaikum.